Hi again. Let's start session 2 in the money, ledgers, and Bitcoin. We will talk today about the oldest running blockchain, about more details about money, fiat currencies, central banks and credit cards, ledgers, and how that reflects on the digital and mobile payments. So, the oldest blockchain, surprisingly, it's New York Times. How that happened? We have two American scientists, and they make in the early 90s, they make the first digital time-stamped blockchain, and 1995, it's applied on New York Times, and if you see here, you will find the hashes of the blockchain, and that's running from 95. So this is the oldest blockchain running until now. So back again to the rule of money. We explained this in the last session, and if you didn't see it, I will leave for you the link again. Back again to the rule of money. We have medium of exchange, store of value, unit of account. So the history forms, we have a lot of forms happened before. In Ethiopia, they was trading salt bars. In Yab Island, they was trading ray stones. After that, we will find the metal, stamped metal, and after that, the gold stamped coin. And lately, we have the papers. All of these examples was actually a money and had a value and can be separated and deducted and divided, and all of them have a store of value. So if you have some salt bars in Ethiopia, you have a value, you have a money. Ray stones, the big block is having a value, the small blocks having a value. All of them have a value among people, among society. So currently we understand that we has acceptable form of something among the people, among the society. That's the money. So what are the current types of money? We have four current types of money right now. The first form is the fiat money, and that's what we are dealing with all over the world. This is the fiat money, okay? And that's the euro, the dollar, the pound. That's it, okay? And this note backed by government. So the governments, the central banks, is guarantees that's having a value of this amount, okay? And that's during the sessions all over the week, you will find forex going up and down depending on the demand in the markets, okay? So it's slightly going up and down. So the value of it changes during the time, okay? Also, we have commodities. Commodities, that's some materials we agreed upon each other that these materials have a value. Okay, like gold. The ounce of gold, it's agreed upon all the world that the ounce of gold, this amount. Okay, silver, sugar, salts, corn, that's all we can see even during forex sessions. If you are opening the markets, the commodity market, you will find this having a value among all the world, and each one having a weight, a unit of measurement. Fiduciary money that having a value and that guaranteed by someone else, and this usually it's a third party like a bank or something that I own you this amount of money, and that's we need to mention exactly my personal details or my bank account, okay? Because that's will back to the ledger, and we will see this later. So I need to write the amount, I need to write I need to write the bank account, I need to write number for the check, I need to write routing number, and I need to write a date. Lastly is the commercial bank money, which is the credit and loans and the financing we are doing in the banking system. So the payment system we are see here a method to amend and record changes in the ledger of money. What does that mean? I give you some amount of money, okay? That's move in the ledger this amount from my account to your account, okay? In this time, by this amount to this account number, all of this data has to be received and sent. Fiat currencies. Fiat currencies is social and economic consensus. Second thing, fiat currencies, it's represented on the central bank ledger as a liability, okay? It's a debt. And on the commercial banks, it's a deposited. And this fiat currencies you are doing in your normal dealing with the government, with the people, you can pay taxes. It's like it's called legal tender. So what is legal tender? Legal tender is amount of. So what is legal tender? Legal tender is a form of money that trusted in this area and accepted by the government to work to pay with it the debts and the taxes, and you can deal with in this jurisdiction, okay? In USA you can deal with dollar, and in Europe you can deal with euro, and you can deal also with dollar there if it's accepted. Another characteristics for the fiat money is you can trade it during forex sessions during the week, and that happened by pairs. For example, USD GPY, that's you are dealing with USD and exchange it to yen, Japanese yen. A lot of pairs available. So if you want Euro USD, Euro JPY, that's all available in the markets if you are know about forex markets. We are talking now about the central bank and how the relation between the central bank and the commercial banks. If you are doing a transaction locally between two banks, okay, like Alice and Bob, they are giving their commercial banks the transaction, and this transaction is going to the other central bank during the deferred net settlement. This technique or this way of transactions, this is happened with a small amount of money and it's not live. So only we are putting the ledgers, we are recording the ledgers. This transaction has happened. This guy gives this guy, or this guy take from this guy this amount of money in this time. And the settlement between the two banks happened in the end of the process. After that, if we need to move broadly or abroad between two banks in different countries, we will use corresponding bank arrangement, okay? In the other hand, we have the transactions between two commercial banks. Two commercial banks, this is they are doing RTGS, which is real-time gross settlement, and that happened in the same time with large amount of money, bulk money. As you see here in this chart, this is the assets and liabilities of the central bank and how they are categorized them. Credit cards. The term credit card mentioned in Edward science fiction book that's happened in late 80s, and that he was talking about credit cards. After that, we have a lot of stages of credit card. It was very basic, but it's not working in a good way. Lately, In 90s or the mid of the 90s, we have diners. They make a credit card for meals. After that, American Express, he put a card that working in some merchants. Lastly, the Bank of America, he released the official credit card in 1966. That's what we are using until now. We have a lot of credit cards, as you see, credit cards machines, and that's in the beginning of mid 90s, and until now this is the current shape we are doing, the current machine we are using. So the good money. The money, we have characteristics which is durable, portable, divisible, uniform, acceptable, stable. Okay, this all is the characteristics of a good money. But we have a lot of, we are simply say it's tokenized or account based, physical or digital, private or central, widely used or a wholesale, widely accessible or a wholesale. This is all shapes of money, and we can see here in this flower how they are categorized, the money and the different shapes of money, and how we can easily know where is this shape of money. For example, bank deposits, it's digital and widely accessible. Cash we can find in all of them instead of digital. Okay, so it's widely accessible in the central banks, and it's also token based. So you can easily find your category of money and who is dealing with it.